anxiety, panic attacks, insomnia, depression, intense grief. These are some of the symptoms that my clients come to me for. I'm Mayra Figueroa Clark. I'm a psychotherapist, and I love working with men and women who are struggling with trauma and burnout. And let's face it, these last 18 months, who hasn't struggled with one, two, or maybe all of those things? It has been filled with trauma and drama. It's been filled with confusion, uncertainties, isolation, sometimes job loss. And tonight I come to you talking about joy. In the midst of all of this, joy. And before we dive into joy, let's talk a little bit about what is joy. You know, we define it in the mental health field as this intense feeling of great pleasure. Joy. And it's different than happiness because joy is usually connected to something deeper for you. So think about what things that make you joyful and why. For example, for me, one of the things that make me super joyful is salsa music. Now, here's the thing. I cannot hear salsa music and be upset. I just, like, everything in me wants to dance, everything in me wants to move, because that's how my family celebrated as Puerto Ricans. And so for me, it means celebration, it means happiness, it means joy. So today I would like to invite you to try on one or two of these 5 things to help you get joyful, to help you be full of joy, to allow you to create the joyful life that you want, that you deserve, that you desire more than anything. Here's the deal. Our brains are working against us because we are survivors. Humans are natural survivors. And so our brains are more attracted to the negative than we are the positive. I'll give you an example. You wake up one morning, you've been working hard on your health and wealth, and you get on the scale, you realize you lost 5 pounds. And you're like, what, in 1 week? Oh, you wear your cute dress, you go off to work, your supervisor sees you, she says, come here. She says, remember that promotion that you wanted? Well, the position is open for you. All you have to do is say yes. Ah, this is so amazing. Yes, yes, and yes. So now you are on a high. You got your promotion. You got this cute little new body that you've been working so hard for. On your way to work, on your way home from work, there was traffic. You decide to take a detour. And in that detour, you got 2 flat tires. You call AAA and they take 2 hours to get to you. You call your neighbor, your friend, your spouse, whoever, to come and get you. And then they tell you, if you want to take your car out, it's $250. You're like, dang. So then I call you and I'm like, hey, sis, bro, how was your day? What are you going to say? You know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Mayra, you don't have any idea. I was coming home from work. I spent 2 hours in traffic. Then I found out that there's these nails up in my tire. I have 2 flat tires. I got called AAA. AAA never even came. They came. I had Susie Q pick me up. Thank God for Susie Q, right? This is what we do, but it's not your fault. It's the way we've created as human beings. Our brains are created to protect us. Our brains are created to make sure that we are survivors. And so when something bad is happening, our brain says, hey, pay attention, wake up, pay attention. I want you never to do that again. And so for us, for you and I, we almost have to hack our brain. And today, I want to give you a few tips on that. I want to invite you to try them on. I have 5 tips, and hopefully I could get to them. The first one is make a gratitude list. And I'm not saying a journaling or anything, just make a list of things that you are grateful for. I start off my morning with my body, my toes and my legs and my arms and my organs and my brain and my eyes and my senses, and then I start going on with other things every morning before I get off my bed, before my feet hit the ground, because we are inundated with life immediately after we wake up. So make that list and make it your own. If it's not an actual list that you write, put it in a mental note of it, or put post-its in places, but make a list and be grateful for that. Number 2, connect with your God. Hey, my God is called God in Jesus Christ. And I connect on a very deep level. And I'm not talking about a 3-hour prayer life, on a daily basis. But what I'm saying is that knowing your place in life. What I know for sure is that when life is getting rough, it's not all on my shoulders. See, I am the manager, but he is the owner, and allowing him to be the owner. So when things are too overwhelming, I'm like, dude, yo, you need to take this. This is too much for me. And having that relationship. Number 3 is having this relationship. It's having a deep, intimate, authentic connection to the people around you. Relationships are the cornerstones of really bringing people out of hard situation, of those anxieties and depression and insomnia, and those are the cornerstones. When I do a psycho evaluation or an intake, one of the things I want to know is, who are your friends, who are your supports, how do you get support? And those individuals who have healthy supports always fare much better and are able to heal much faster than those who don't have that support. So find those relationships and pull them in close. Be authentic and translate those relationships into who you are and what you are. Don't be afraid to be real. Don't be afraid to be authentic. In fact, please be. Know that you need and other people need. And begin to cultivate and bring that circle close to you. Number 3, create your joy list. So number 1 was create your gratitude list. And number 3 is create your joy list. Sorry, that's number 4. Create your joy list is number 4. What does that look like? Okay, so some things that are on my joy list. Remember, joy is this connection to something else that's much deeper, no? So I talked about salsa music and how it just makes me move, those trumpets and those bongos. I love it, right? But you know what else is an ice cream cone? Like the vanilla ice cream that goes up like this and it has a lot of rainbow sprinkles on it. Oh my gosh, on a hot day, having that cold creaminess on my tongue, it just transports me to my childhood, my days in New York, where I'm riding bikes with my friends in the hot summers. It's just so special to me. And it just translates neurons in my brain that says joy, joy, joy. And honestly, I don't really like vanilla ice cream like that. But just to have 2 or 3 licks and having that on my lip sends triggers to my brain that this is a joyful moment. Joy. Where is your joyful list? Babies laughing is on my joyful list. that giggle that comes from their belly. Oh my gosh, I love that. That automatically makes me smile, and it triggers joy in my brain. Color brings me joy, so I try to wear it as much as possible. I love color. That brings me joy. What is it that brings you joy? What is that deep connection between that's happening in your brain that goes, joyful moment, joyful moment? Write that list out. And my last brain hack for joy is go outside. I know it sounds so simple, right? But one of the things that we know as mental health professionals is that these hormones happen when we move, when we're dancing, when we're walking, when we're swimming. When we go up, we have this this adrenaline that comes out of our bodies, right? We lower the cortisol levels, and so that's super important. And then there's this hormone called dopamine, and this hormone dopamine is initiated when we go outside, when we're out in nature, when we're taking a walk or a hike, when we're swimming in the ocean. It's a difference between you working on your treadmill than if you just take a 5-minute walk around your block, your neighborhood. Joy is such a special, special feeling. And it enhances your life to the 10th level. But look, these things that I'm giving you is not for you to do today or tomorrow. It's for you to do daily. One of my words for the year was micro decisions, making small decisions that make a big difference. So I implore you, I suggest to you, I encourage you to make a decision today to choose one of these 5 things and start implementing them daily into your life, creating gratitude lists, making sure you're cultivating good relationships, having an incredible connection with your God, ensuring that you are, sorry, that you are making your joy list and getting outside. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so grateful that you stopped in, and I cannot wait to see more joy coming from you. My name is Mayra Figueroa Clark, wishing you mental wellness. Ciao.